What's up, guys? We are back this time for a tutorial on how you can use one of these with one of these, the Nintendo Switch. Now, to do that, this is a GameCube controller, by the way. To do that, you're gonna need one of these. Now, what is this? This is an adapter that goes from the proprietary plugs that the GameCube controller has into two USBs. Now, I don't exactly know why there's two. My assumption as to why there's two is that you can plug in 4 controllers, and my assumption is that you can't run 4 controllers through one USB, so they give you 2, and each USB runs 2 controller ports. That's my assumption. I don't know if that's accurate, but that's my assumption as to why there's 2 there. Now, this is a third-party solution by Neclux. It's their logo literally looks like the Netflix logo. I don't know if you can see it there. Is it actually on the box? It is. Alright, I don't know if you can see that logo there, but it kind of looks like the Netflix logo, but it's not. But anyway, this is the third-party solution that I got for $15. And my reason for getting this, actually, my Switch isn't even on. Let's see, there we go. I need to turn that on for the video. But anyway, my reason for getting the third-party one is because the Nintendo one is like $60. But Nintendo didn't intend to use them with the Switch. They were actually originally made for the Wii U, so people could use the GameCube controller to play Smash on the Wii U. Now, this particular third-party one actually has a switch on the back there to switch in between Wii U mode and PC mode. I honestly don't know what the difference is, but for all intensive purposes, we're just going to have it set to Wii U. And conveniently, the Switch has 2 USB ports in the front. So I'm just going to go and plug these in real quick. Let's see, and my Switch just turned itself off. That's lovely. So, let's see, we go and plug those in there. And then plug the GameCube controller in here, like that. It's a bit of a snug fit, but it does go in there. So now the GameCube controller is hooked up. Now, I can press all the buttons I want. Actually, I should probably swap over to the camera angle so you guys can see here. I can click all the buttons I want, but nothing's happening. That's because you still need to pair the controller to the console. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sync up my Joy-Cons for now, and we're going to hop in, and I'm going to show you how to pair this to the console. Now, there are a few things you need to keep in mind here if you are going to attempt to do this. First of all, your Switch needs to be running on OS version 4.0 or newer. If it's running on 3.0, it won't work. It only works for 4.0 or newer. Now, chances are, if you've owned a Switch and you've connected it to the internet recently, that it's already on 4.0. But I believe you can actually go to System Settings, and let's see, would it be, there's a way to, here we go, System Update. So you go to System Settings, System, then go to System Update, and it'll tell you your current version. I am on 4.1.0. So I'm good to go. But if you're not on at least 4.0, then you're going to need to update the system in order to do this. Once you've got that in check, the other thing that you need to keep in mind is that if you want to be using the GameCube controller when you're not running the Switch on a TV through a dock, you will need a Type-C adapter. Now, I don't have one. I don't really plan on getting one because I don't really have a need for one. But I will leave a link in the description to where you can find the GameCube adapter that I bought, a Type-C adapter in case you want to do this portably, and also where you can find some GameCube controllers, because not everybody has those. I just happen to have some because I actually have a GameCube still in the box in my attic. I like keeping the boxes for my consoles. That's why I have my Switch box right here. So it's just I don't know. I like having them on display. But anyway, so now getting to pairing the controller, because right now I can click all the buttons I want and nothing will happen. So it's physically hooked up to the console, but the console is not registering it. So to register it, you're going to go to controllers using your Joy-Cons, or Pro Controller, whatever you have hooked up. You're going to go to Find Controllers, and then you're going to click the R and L shoulder buttons at the same time. Hold them for about 2 seconds and let go. And then, if I go back, there it is. You'll see a second controller under USB. Now, if I go and move this, let's see, it should, let's see, oh, it's registering the D-pad for this menu. So if I go and click the D-pad, there you go. It's moving the thing. So it is linked now, and I believe, yeah, you can use the analog in this menu, but for whatever reason, in the controller menu, it only registers the D-pad. I don't know why that is, but there we go. So now you have the controller working with the console. Now, you can't just hop into a game and start playing, and the reason for that is that this is paired to player 2. Your Joy-Cons are still on player 1. So if you were to go hop into a game, it would be registering the Joy-Cons as player 1, and this is player 2. And unless you're playing with another person, that's not going to really help you all that much. So to fix that problem, you go back to controllers, you go to change grip order, and then again on the GameCube controller, you're going to want to press L and R at the same time. And there you go. So this is now player 1, which means you can actually turn off your Joy-Cons or your Pro Controller, but I believe, yeah, the Joy-Cons automatically turn themselves off. So that's pretty nice. I'm not sure if the Pro Controller does that. And there you go. Now that you've done that, you are ready to hop into a game. So let's just, for example, let's just hop into Sonic Forces. And there you go. So now you're ready to hop into a game on the Switch using an original GameCube controller. Now, there are some downsides to doing this. One, you're not going to have any rumble because the GameCube controllers, I don't think they have a rumble pack. Maybe they do, but I don't think they do. Secondly, there's only one shoulder button. There's no shoulder button here. You have the Z button here, but the other button's not there. Whereas here you have 4. This only has 3, so that's another downside. And the third thing is your analogs don't click. On here they click, because they have buttons. Here they don't click. So you're not going to be able to use this for every single game out there, but for most games it will work just fine. So we're going to just go ahead, and this is my own personal save file. This isn't the one that we're doing on the channel. So I just want to hop in to around real quick. And I actually have not tested it on this game. I actually tested it on Rocket League first. So here we go. We're going to, let's see. We're going to, should we just do the first stage? We'll do the first stage in case anybody hasn't seen any of this. We won't give any real spoilers, because it's the first stage of the game, so it's not spoilery, because it's literally the first few seconds of the game. So there we go. So it seems that the B button jumps, the A button does that little thing, and the shoulder, or the what would be the triggers on any other controller, on here they're more like big shoulder buttons, which I actually really like. Do your little side-to-side movement, like that thing. Alright, and then obviously your analog moves you. The D-pad also moves you, so that's pretty cool, if you want to use the D-pad. The C-stick doesn't do anything in this game, but not all games are going to utilize that. In fact, most Switch games I've played don't really utilize the other stick. So that's not really anything to be concerned about, it's just not needed for this game. So there you go, you can see, in case anybody thinks I'm trying to fake this, I am using the GameCube controller right now. And this is the original GameCube controller, not like the remade one they made for Smash. So there you go. There you go. So for all intensive purposes, it does work, but it's not going to have every single button that the Joy-Cons have, or that the Pro Controller has. So it's going to be a bit finicky for some games that require like all the buttons. But for most games, you should just be able to use this just fine. See, like, I'm having no problems playing this with this. So there you go. There you go. So there is a little cheap alternative to getting like a Pro Controller. It's only $15 for the adapter. And then if you already have a GameCube controller, then you're good to go. It's just $15 for the adapter. If you need a GameCube controller, they actually sell them in 2-packs on Amazon for, I believe, 20 bucks. So even then, you're still cheaper than a Pro Controller, and you're getting 2 of them. And then on top of that, if you want to use it when it's not docked, then you will need a Type-C adapter, which I actually don't know how much those go for, but I don't think it's that much. So there you go. We finished the stage on our GameCube controller, and it's nice. It's good to go. Good to go. So that is that's about it. So that's how you can use the GameCube controller, original GameCube controller, with the Nintendo Switch for less than 20 bucks. Assuming that you already have the controller. I just gotta add that little bit in, because people are gonna be like, well, actually, after you buy the controller, it's... Assuming you already have the controller, it's less than 20 bucks to do it. So there you go, and the third-party one I used, this is the box that it came in, and it's marketed for using for Wii U and PC, but as you can see, it works with the Switch just fine. You just got to set it up. Now, keep in mind, that every time you turn off the console and turn it back on, you're going to have to pair this again. That's a big downside. But honestly, I love the GameCube controller so much that I would be willing to put up with that. So there you go. There you go. So that is basically everything you need to know. Now, they're also, let me swap over real quick to my PC, because there's also a device on the market. Let's see real quick. I'm going to hop over. Let's see. We're just going to leave it like that for right now. I need to look this up. There's also a device. Let's see. I want to look this up real quick. If I can find it. Now, here it is. I believe this is the one. It might not be this exact one, but I'm pretty sure it is. Let me see real quick. Let me double check before I make any claims here. Yep, there we go. Alright, so here we go. So this, let's see, I'm gonna pull this up real quick. I should be able to, there. This is another device that's on the market that involves getting other controllers with the Switch. This one is probably gonna appeal to more people. Me personally, I just want to use the GameCube controller, so I'm probably not even gonna get this one unless you guys really want me to show it off, but that's a lot of money for something that I personally am probably never gonna use. But what this one does is it claims to use PS4, PS3, Nintendo Switch Pro, Joy-Cons, Wii U Pro, and Xbox One S controllers to the Switch. Now, I have seen people do this, so I know it does work. So if you're interested in that, I'll leave a link to where you can find this device as well if you want to use like an Xbox or PlayStation controller on the Switch. $25, I'll leave a link to where you can find this as well. Me personally, I'm not going to be getting one because I actually don't have any problems just using the Joy-Cons, but I did want to be able to use the GameCube controller because I really love the GameCube controller. It's just an overall nice feeling controller. But I know this device will probably appeal to more people, so if you're not really into the GameCube controller and you're like, oh, I wish I could use a PS4 controller or an Xbox One controller, or there you go. This is the product for you. Me personally, I'm not going to get it, but there you go. Just wanted to throw that in at the end there. So yeah, that's how you can use your GameCube controller on your Nintendo Switch. So there you go. I'll leave all the links to all the things in the description. And yeah, I'll see all you guys next time. Bye, guys.